Make a call or message to your friends. All of you. I will wait for 4 minutes. Then I will start your new topic. Yeah. Anybody respond what we have discussed in the last session? Anybody respond? No idea. Fishes general characters, right? Fishes general characters we discussed last session. Quickly, I will recapitulate once again. Then I will go for the types of fishes, classification of fishes. Okay. So first major important character is they are cold-blooded animals. First one, cold-blooded animals. Second one is, what is the second one? They contain two-chambered heart. Only one auricle, one ventricle is present. That means two chambers are present. Next. So mesonephric kidney is present in the fishes. And respiratory organs are the gills. So you will find below the jaw, you will find a pair of gills in the fishes. So those are the respiratory organs for the fishes. Next. So fins are modified. Fins are present in the fishes, which are useful for the swimming. Because of this fins only, they will swim freely in the water. Next, coming to the today's session. So fishes generally classified into three major classes. Three major classes. First one is placodermy. I will write here. First one is placodermy. Placodermy. Second class is elasmobranchi. Elasmobranchi. Third one is Astichthys. So totally three classes are there, fishes. First one is placodermy. Second one elasmobranchi. Last one is the Astichthys. So let us discuss first one, placodermal fishes. What are those? What are the general characters we will find in the placodermal fishes? So these placodermy fishes are also called as epitoidea. 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 This class also named as epitoidea because of the heavy weight of the bones. Heavy weight of the bones. So because of the heavy weight of the bones, this placoderma also called as epitoidea. Remember the name, epitoidea. So these placoderma are the earliest animals which contain the jaws. These are the earliest animals which contain the jaws. Jaw containing vertebrates. What are the first one? Placoderms. These are the earliest jaw containing vertebrates. And these placodermal fishes first appear in the Silurian period. Silurian period. So the time scale is there. In the time scale, you will find some periods, eras, all those things like Devonian, Jurassic, Silurian. So in the Silurian period, this placodermus appears for the first time, and but these placodermal fishes, they flourished in the Devonian era. Devonian era first appear in the Silurian, but they flourished in Devonian era. But whereas they are extincted in the Permian period. Permian period. Is it clear? Once again, I will tell you. They first appear in the Silurian period. First. But they are well developed. They are flourished in the Devonian period. Whereas they are extincted in the Permian period. There nowhere you can find these placodermal fishes from the Permian era to now itself. Okay, so first appear in the Silurian, and next they flourished in the Devonian, but they are extincted in the Permian. So remember these points. Okay, next. And these Permian fishes, all the Permian fishes, placodermal fishes, they contain jaws. I already told you, they contain jaws containing fishes included in this placodermy. But these placodermal fishes are extincted now. So next one is hyoid gill slits. Hyoid gill slits you can find in these fishes. Hyoid gill slits you can find in these placodermal fishes. And what are the examples for these placodermal fishes? Climatius. First example for this one is Climatius. Okay. Placodermal fishes also called as epitoidea. Why the name given epitoidea to the placodermy? Because of heavy weight of the bones. Because heavy weight of the bones, placodermal also called as epitoidea. Epitoidea. Because of heavy weight of the bones. And these are the earliest jaw containing vertebrates. Placodermal fishes are the earliest jaw containing vertebrates. Next, coming to the second class. Coming to the second class of fishes. What is the second one? Anybody respond? Second class is elasmobranchi. What is the second one? Elasmobranchi. Okay, my phone touch is not working here properly. Elasmobranchi. So this elasmobranchi fishes also called as chondrichthyes. What is the other name? Chondrichthyes. What is the other name for the placodermal fishes? What is the other name? Epitoidea. Epitoidea is the other name for placoderma. And for the elasmobranchi class of fishes, other name is the chondrichthyes. So in this elasmobranchi, two subclasses are there. Two subclasses are there. I will write here two subclasses. First one is Zoology. Two subclasses. Zoology. And second one is Brachiodonti. 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 So elasmobranchi also called chondrichthyes. These chondrichthyes contain two subclasses, Zoology and Brachiodontin. Brachiodontin. Then what are the general characters you can find in these elasmobranchs? What are the general characters? I will write here a few points. See here, these are the elasmobranchi fishes are exclusively, they are marine fishes. Marine fishes. Almost all the marine fishes comes under the elasmobranchi. Some fishes are brackish also. What is the meaning of brackish? Brackish means both the fresh water and the salt water both mixed. In that area, that mixed water is called brackish water. In that you will find some elasmobranchs. So elasmobranchi fishes mostly they are marine, and some of the elasmobranchs you will find in the brackish water. So remember this. Next one, these elasmobranchi fishes also called as cartilaginous fishes. Cartilaginous fishes. Why the elasmobranchs are called cartilaginous fishes? Because their bones made up of cartilage, soft tissue. It's not that much stronger like bone. So these elasmobranchs also called as cartilaginous fishes. These cartilaginous fishes, why it is why the name given? Because their bones made up of cartilage. Their body, their skeleton contain the cartilaginous skeleton, not a bony skeleton. Okay, their skeleton made up of cartilage. That's why they are called as cartilaginous fishes. What are those? Elasmobranchs. Elasmobranchs. Next important character is scales are very small. Scales are very small. So I think all of you know the fishes contain the scales over its skin surface, right? So these scales are how the size, what is the size of the elasmobranch fishes? They contain the small sized scales. Small sized scales. Next two important character of this elasmobranch is the tail is heterocoelous. Tail is heterocoelous. Heterocoelous tail is present in the elasmobranchs. And next character is male. Male fishes contain claspers. Important point, this one remember. So what are the structures present in the male fishes? Claspers. Okay. Elasmobranch fishes contain the, especially male fishes contain the claspers. They are meant for the attachment while mating. So claspers are useful for reproductive purposes. Next one. So next important character is the mouth. Mouth and I will write here. Mouth and a pair of nostrils. What are the nostrils here? What are the nostrils? Nasal openings called as nostrils. Nasal openings called as nostrils. So mouth and nostrils, they are present on the ventral side. Remember this point. In which side you will find the mouth and the nostrils? Ventral side, not dorsal side. Okay, you will find towards which side? Ventral side. Mouth and nostrils. Tail is a heterocoelous. Okay, next one. Next important point, important character of this elasmobranchi is the genital and the urinary ducts. Urinary openings. They will open into cloaca. It is a one more structure you will find in this cloaca. These together, genital and the urinary tracts, they will open into which structure? Cloaca. Remember this. Okay. So tail is heterocoelous, genital and urinary tract. They will open into cloaca. So that is the next important character of the elasmobranchi. So till now we discussed two classes, major classes of the fishes. One is Placodermi. Second one is elasmobranchi. Placodermi also called as ephytoidea because of their heavy bones weight, and elasmobranchi also called as chondrichthyes because of their skeleton is made up of cartilaginous bones are present in this. Okay, that's why that class called as cartilaginous fishes. Next one. What is the last one? Last class in this? Osteichthyes. Okay, Osteichthyes. Osteichthyes. So the name itself indicates osteo means bone cell. Bone cell. Osteo means what? Bone cell. So that means this Osteichthyes contain this skeleton of these Osteichthyes fishes made up of bones, stronger bones. That's why this Osteichthyes also called as bony fishes. Bony fishes. Is it clear? In the skeleton of these Osteichthyes fishes, you will find stronger skeleton which is made up of bones. So all the bony fishes comes under the Osteichthyes. Is it clear my point? Osteichthyes. Mostly these Osteichthyes fishes are marine. Mostly they are marine. What is the meaning of marine here? They will live in the saltwater areas like oceans, seas, all this. So mostly these Osteichthyes fishes are marine fishes. But some are present in the freshwater also. Very less number of fishes are present in the freshwater also. Okay, majorly you will find in the oceans and the seas, marine water. Okay, so this is about the three major classes of the fishes. Any doubt up to this? Any doubt? Okay. Placodermi, elasmobranchi, and Osteichthyes. These are the major three classes. So we discussed just now. Placodermi called as ephytoidea, elasmobranchi called chondrichthyes, and Osteichthyes contain bony fishes. Okay, remember this. Next, very important character of these fishes is all the fishes, they contain the scales over their body surface. Scales over their body surface. But here different types of scales are present in the fishes. See here, I will write here on the whiteboard. For example, this is the skin of the fish. It contains different scales over their skin like this. Skin, scales. What are all these scales? So in these scales also different types are there. Different variety of scales are present in the fishes. I will write here what are those types. First one is placoid type. First type of scales are placoid. Okay. Second one is cosmoid. Cosmoid. Okay. Placoid, cosmoid. Third one is gonoid. Gonoid. Okay. Last one is cycloid. Last fourth one is cycloid. So totally how many types of scales are present in the fishes? Four types of scales are present. What are those four types? Placoidea, placoid, cosmoid, gonoid, cycloid. Placoid, cosmoid, gonoid, cycloid. P, C, G, C. Remember like that. P, C, G, C. Okay. Placoid, cosmoid, gonoid, and cyclide. Then what are the specialty characters present in these different varieties? What is the specialty of placoid? What is the specialty of cosmide scales? What is the specialty of gonide? All these let us discuss now. Okay, let's go with the first one. First one, placoid scales. Generally, these are present very close to the skin. They are present very close to skin. Okay, placoid scales are very close to the skin. And some of the dead fishes placoid scales. Some of the dead fishes, if the fish will dies, their placoid scales will be used for some other commercial purposes. Okay, if any fish will die, they will the ecologists they will collect the placoid cells from the dead body of the fish that will be used for polishing, making the polishes. They will use this placoid scales. Remember this. Okay, placoid scales, they are very close to the skin, and the dead bodies of the fishes contain the placoid cells. Those placoid scales will be separated from the fish body, and that separated placoid scales used in the making of polishes. Okay, remember this. Next, this placoid scale is made up of dentine. What is the material made up of? Dentine. So it is a stronger material, right? So dentine is present in the placoid scales. Okay, once again I will repeat. Placoid scales are very close to the skin. They are made up of dentin, and placoid scales are also useful for making the polishes. Polishes. Okay, making the polishes. Which type of scales they will use? Placoid type of scales. Next one. I will show you one image regarding this scales here. I will share that. Yeah, this is different types of scales here. So first type is the first one is the placoid scales. These are the placoid scales. Okay, they contain one basal plate which will give support to the placoid scales. Okay, they contain the basal plate. Okay, in the placoid scales you will find one middle one, that is a trident spine. Trident spine will be present in the placoid scales, and at the basal part they contain the basal plate. Okay, this is about the placoid scales. Next one is cosmide. So this is the cosmide type. Okay, this is a cosmide type of scales. So next third one is gonide. So this is a gonide type of scales. Gonide. And fourth one is cycloid. So these are the cycloids. Cycloid and ctenoid. Okay. Is it clear? So totally, how many types are there? 4 types are there. Placoid, and cosmide, gonide, cycloid. So total different varieties are there. Placoid scales. Placoid scales contain the basal plate, and these cosmoid scales, they lies deeper in the dermal tissue. They are present in the deeper in the dermal tissue. What are those? Cosmoid. This type of. So this placoid present very close to the skin. This cosmoid scales present in the deeper of the skin, very deeper. And early lungfishes contain these cosmoid type of scales. Cosmoid type of scales, where do you find? You will find in the lungfishes. So these cosmoid scales not found nowadays. We will not find in any living fishes. So the cosmoid scales containing fishes are extincted in the early days only. So nowadays we didn't find this type of scales, cosmoid, in the living fishes. So these cosmoid fish scales, they are made up of cosmine material. Cosmine material. Okay. Placoid scales, they are made up of dentin. The cosmoid scales are made up of what? Cosmine. That's why the name given cosmoid. Cosmine is the material, cosmoid. Next type is gonoid type. So generally, they are purely present in the dermal. I will close this once again. I will write on my whiteboard. See here, gonoid type of scales. Gonoid. This gonoid type of scales, they contain again 4 layers. Gonoid type of scales, they are made up of 4 layers. First layer is called as gonoid. Gonoid. First layer is the gonoid layer. Second layer beneath this gonoid is the cosmine layer. Cosmine layer. Gonoid, cosmine layer. Third layer is the vascular layer. Vascular layer. Last one is isopendine layer. Isopendine layer. So totally how many layers are there in the gonoid scales? The gonoid scales, totally 4 layers are present. What is the first one here? Gonoid layer. Gonoid cells in the gonoid scales, first layer is the gonoid layer. Second one is the cosmine layer. Cosmine layer. Third one is the vascular layer. Fourth one is isopendine layer. So totally how many layers are there in the gonoid? 4 layers are present. It is also purely dermal. They will much more deeper compared to the remaining 2. Okay. Next. What is the last type of scales here? What are the last type? Cycloid. Yes. Cycloid and ctenoid. Cycloid and ctenoid are the last types. Generally, these cycloid scales you will find in the dipnoi fishes. Which fishes? Dipnoi fishes contain the cycloid scales. Actually, scientists believe that these cycloid scales, they arise from the cosmoid scales, evolved from the cosmoid scales. Okay. What the scientists believe? These cycloid scales evolved from the cosmoid scales, what we have discussed just now. Okay. Next, these cycloid scales entirely they are flexible. Entirely they are very thin and flexible. What are which scales are flexible? Cycloid. Okay, once again I will repeat. Cycloid scales you will find in which fishes? Dipnoi fishes. So these cycloid scales arise from which scales? Cosmoid scales. And what is the specialty of these cycloid scales? They are very thin and flexible. Thin and flexible scales are the cycloid scales. Any doubt up to this? Any doubt regarding the classification of fishes, scales, or those things? Do you have any doubts? Ask me now. I will give you clarity. First, tell me how many classes are there in the fishes? How many major classes are there?
3.
Yeah, three are there, right? What are those 3? Can you name them?
Lacodermy, elasmobranchial, and
Okay.
osteitis.
Yes, exactly. Lacodermy, elasmobranchi, osteitis. 3 classes of fishes are there. So, what is the other name for the placodermy?
In this conduct test, subclasses are important, sir.
What?
In this conduct test, subclasses
Okay.
are there, no, sir?
Subclasses, they need not. They will not ask in the exams. They will ask general characters of the fishes, classification, just classification of the fishes, and what are the types of the scales important.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next,
Okay.
once again, I will go through this types quickly, and they go for the next one.
Yes, sir.
3 types are there: placodermi, elasmobranchi, osteitis. In zoology, or in biology, or in botany also, in science overall, the word itself gives the meaning. Any scientific word, it will give the total meaning. See here, I will go with the osteitis. I already told you. Osteo means what? It is a bone cell. Osteo means what? Bone. So that's why the name given to this fishes is osteitis. So in the osteitis type of fishes, the skeleton is made up of very stronger bones. That's why they are called bony fishes. That's why the name given osteitis. Okay. Then what is the other name for the elasmobranchi? What is the other name for the elasmobranchi? What is the other name? Chondrichthyes. Elasmobranchi or chondrichthyes. One more name also there for the elasmobranchi. What is that? Not only chondrichthyes.
Cartilages.
Yes, exactly. You are right. Cartilaginous fishes. Okay. Anybody, can you give an example? Where do you find cartilage in our body? In our body. Where do you find the cartilage? Can you give one part name? Simple, right? Your outer ear made up of cartilage. What is this? Cartilage only. So this is not as much as stronger as bones. They are flexible, right? So these elasmobranchi also, they contain the skeleton, which is made up of cartilage. That's why their body is more flexible to move in the water. They will easily swim in the water. Okay. Next one. The tail in the elasmobranchi is heterocoelous, and male fishes, male elasmobranchi fishes, they contain what structures? What structures do you? Yes, claspers. Claspers are the structures you will find in the male fishes, but not in the female. That is the difference between the male and female fishes. Okay. Next one, mouth and paired ventricles. Sorry, paired nostrils. What are the nostrils actually? What are the nostrils? Do you have nostrils in our body? Humans have nostrils or not?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. This is the nasal cavity, right?
Yes.
This is nose, actually we call nasal cavity. These two openings of the nasal cavity called as nostrils. Every animal contains the nostrils. These nostrils and mouth, where do you found in the elasmobranchi fishes? In which side? On which side? Dorsal or ventral? Ventral side. Ventral, yes. Ventral side of the elasmobranchi fish. It contain which parts it will contain? In the ventral, on the ventral side? Mouth and a pair nostrils. Mouth and a pair nostrils. And one more interesting character of this elasmobranchi is genital tract and the urinary tract. Both of these will open into one common structure that is called as cloaca. Remember the structure name. Okay. genital tract and the urinary tract. Both will open to one common structure that is called cloaca. Is it clear? Next, what is the third type of fishes, third class? Osteichthyes, right? So Osteichthyes also called as bony fishes. What is the reason behind this name given? Bony fishes? Anybody tell me? Because their skeleton purely made up of bones. Their skeleton made up of bones which are very stronger when compared to the elasmobranchi fishes. In the elasmobranchi fishes, they are made up of cartilage, right? That's why they are very flexible. Whereas in the Osteichthyes, they are purely made up of calcium carbonate uh, molecules. That's why the bones are very stronger in the Osteichthyes. And very interesting, one more character is Osteichthyes fishes are mostly they are marine. Marine in the sense you can find in the seas and the oceans. Some Osteichthyes fishes are there. They will also find you can find in the freshwater bodies. Okay. Next, how many types of scales are there? Just now we discussed. How many types are there? Anybody?
Four.
Yeah, 4 types, right? What is the first one?
Placoid,
Yes, placoid scales. Second one,
cosmoid,
cosmoid scales. Third one,
ganoid,
enoid. Last one is the
cycloid,
cycloid,
ctenoid.
right? Very good. These are the 4 types of scales. If you observe the body of the fish, if you observe different sized, different scales are present on the surface of the fish body. Okay. While cutting the fish, they will remove those scales by like this. They will do scrapping. By scrapping, they will remove the scales. So those scales are 4 types we discussed just now, right? Placoid scales, they are very closer to the skin. They will attach to the skin. And very interesting is these placoid scales. What is the commercial use here? What is the use of these placoid scales?
Polishing, sir.
Yes, sir. These placoid scales will be collected and used for the making the polishes. And these placoid scales, they contain the basal plate. This basal plate will be attached or embedded inside the skin of the fish. Placoid scales contain one basal plate. This basal plate will be embedded or inserted in the skin of the fish. So these placoid scales are made up of which material? Which material?
Dentine,
Yes, very good. Dentine. So dentine is the material which will prepare the placoid scales. Remember this. Next one, what is the second type? Cosmoid. Cosmoid scales. These are very deeper in the dermis. The last end portion of these cosmoid scales present very deeply in the skin of the fishes. Generally, these cosmoid scales found only in the lungfishes of early stages. So in the olden days, we will find only these lungfishes contain these cosmoid scales. So nowadays, in the living fishes, we will not find these cosmoid scales. Okay, what is the material with which these cosmoid scales made up of? Which material will prepare these cosmoid scales? Cosmine. Remember that name. Placoid is the dentine material. Cosmide is the cosmine. And third one is the gonoid. Gonoid, it is gonoid scales contain 3 layers. Sorry, 4 layers. Okay, first layer is the gonoid layer. Second layer is the cosmine layer. Third one is the vascular layer. Fourth one is the isopendine layer. Total, how many layers are present in the gonoid? 4 layers are present, right? Next one, cycloid. Where do you find, in which fishes you will find the cyclide type of scales? In which fish?
Dipnoid.
Yes, dipnoi fishes, you will find these cyclide type of scales. So generally, scientists believe that these cyclide scales developed or arised from the cosmoid scales. Okay, I already told you cosmoid scales nowhere you will not find nowadays the living fishes. So that's why scientists believe that these cycloid scales are arised from the cosmoid scales, evolved from the cosmoid scales. And a very important one is, what is the important character of these cycloid scales? What is the importance of this cycloid? They are very thin. Yeah, they are very thin and flexible. Remember that. Cycloid scales are the thin and very flexible. Remember those. So this is today's our topic, classification of the fishes and types of the scales. Remember the types of the scales. Maybe they will ask separately or combinedly 4 scales together, as I say. There is a 2 types of chances are there, right? So remember this classification of fishes and types of scales. Tomorrow we will discuss some more points regarding the fishes, and then I will go for the characteristics of amphibia. Before wind up this session, anybody, can you give an example for the amphibia? Amphibia. What is the meaning of amphibia? Amphi means both. Amphi means both. What is the meaning of both here? The animals, yes, the animals which will survive on the land surface as well as in the inside the water. So in these 2 habitats, the animal will survive. If it is enter into the water, there also it will survive. If it will comes out of the water onto the land surface, here also it will survive. So that type of animal is called as amphibian animal. Amphibian animal. Now tell me one example for this amphibian. Which
Crocodiles.
will live? Yeah, crocodiles. Anything? Toads. Yeah, very good. Frog. Frog is the general example for the amphibians. So in the next class, we will discuss very interesting characteristics of these amphibians, classification, and all those things in the next class. Okay. Any doubts till now? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. We will meet in the next class. Have a look into this today's topic. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day, all of you.